Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the GSM's Pride. A little different this week. It's Sunday. I'm actually heading to Worldwide Technology Raceway. We did a track day for the employees, techs, parts, porters, salespeople, managers, obviously. So I'm heading there now. The only negative is it is raining. So I'm a little concerned that this is going to get cancelled. I hope not, because I don't believe they do refunds. They just give you vouchers for a future. But the sun's starting to break through, so hopefully we can get this going. I really hope so, because I know everyone's excited about it. It was kind of just a little bit of a reward to give back to the guys for such hard work and what they do for us. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that we can get this through, because it is still a little rainy around and the forecast is not perfect for us. Couldn't have happened at a worse time, but hey, you know, life's life. You got to deal with it. So hopefully this stays back and we can get this going on. So all this week's vlog is going to be about this day, and hopefully we can get it completed and get some feedback from the guys. And again, I hope you appreciate your employees and what they do for you, and how hard they work, because appreciation goes a long way. You know, a lot of people, they don't really think that they're appreciated, but they really are. So we have to show them that at times. So I will see you all in a bit. Okay, we made it to the gateway. Sun's shining right now, but that does not mean it's going to stay that way. So let's hope and pray that we get at least some driving out of this. I'm just going to quickly walk around here, because there's some of the cars still underneath the canopy. I guess they're waiting for the rain to stop properly. Nice Huracan there, 488 GT, GT 500, and there's that. Corvette GT3 RS, Mercedes, another Huracan, commercial auto back there by the looks of it. Dom, you ready for racing?
Yep.
Which one are you going to drive first?
Hopefully the Mercedes, honestly.
You want the Mercedes first?
Yeah.
What's the reason for that?
I just like them. They sound good, look good, attainable. No.
Okay. We're going to have a bet on fastest lap.
Shoot. Well, then give me probably the Ferrari.
Now, when we get you guys into the cars, an instructor who's taking a brake will likely come and help you. We're going to take our right foot, put it all the way down on the brake, push it ground to the ground as hard as you can. Move the seat forward, backward, up or down, so you have a slight bend in the knee. It should look like that. You're going to take both hands, you're going to set them on top of the steering wheel. Don't grab the wheel, set them on top. That way we can move the wheel in and out, up and down, so that wheel hits you right where that red wristband is. When you lower your hands down to 9 and 3, you're going to have the perfect amount of bend in your elbows. You can put your hands at 10 and 2. Steering wheels are designed for 9 and 3. Every one of our cars has got more than 500 horsepower. So you cannot go 0 to 100 on that throttle and expect it to react like a Toyota Camry. It's just not going to happen. So when we go into a braking zone, we're going to go nice and straight. For those of you guys who know and don't, I know you guys are car guys, and the ladies are car guys, 70% of the braking is done by the front two tires. So let's use those front two brakes. So when we go into a brake zone, we're going to drive straight and hit the brakes. All the weight will go to the front two tires. The back end becomes light. If you try and brake and turn, you're going to lose the control of that car. So we go into a brake zone. When we come off the brakes, all four tires will make equal contact to the cement. And then at that point, they'll turn in. We're not gonna hit the gas or the brakes while turning. As you come through a corner, the straighter the wheel becomes, the more the fun pedal gets squeezed. When that wheel is pointed perfectly straight, that fun pedal's all the way to the floor. Got it? Now, we're gonna use what's called the driving line. We're gonna use the whole width of the track as well, with this exception of 3 feet on each side. And the reason for that is that beautiful orange cone right there. You leave 3 feet of unused track width on each side, you don't have to worry about that anymore, okay? So we're gonna come in from the outside of a track surface towards the inside, right here. And then you're gonna go back towards the outside, using the whole width minus that 3 feet. If you take 2 wheels off today, meaning you hit those red and white rumble strips or you hit the dirt, it's a $200 fee just to clean and inspect it. Not to mention the cost of the wheel you just broke and the tire. If you take all 4 wheels off the racetrack today, it's $300 plus the damages. If you make contact with a foreign object, cone, guardrail, another car, God forbid a human being, $500 plus the damages. No other questions? All right, I'm gonna meet everybody back there by Bianco. The white square.
I'm here with Bianca from Extreme Experience. Let me ask you a question. Who's the best group you've ever had at this?
Oh, the Fuse, all day, every day.
So we all had a blast. We all got to drive different cars. I drove the most of the cars, but what's it like working for Extreme?
It is an extreme experience. It is a great opportunity. You meet everyone from different backgrounds, different cultures, all over America. So it's a rewarding experience. We love what we do. We are all team members. We have each other's back. So if anyone's interested of coming out, I might steal you from what you do though, Jason. But it's a pleasure assisting LaFuse. Everyone was great. We enjoyed your energy.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you.
I have one more question. What's the worst thing that you've seen happen while people are driving the cars?
Walking away.
So here's what I want you to do is I'm going to put a link in for the Extreme Experience down in the comments. Please, 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 if there was one local, make sure you go because it's the best fun you'll ever have.
Please come out. Thank you for your
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate
Thank you so much.
Cool.
The McLaren was surprisingly roomy to get into, more so than the The Lambo for sure. The Lambo was tiny, and that's one I ended up driving. Things crazy fast, but it was. I mean, it's not every day you get to do stuff like that. So it was I thought it was a fun time. We beat the rain, so we didn't have to deal with that very much. So it was a good time.
How was the day in general? Did you enjoy it? Was it good camaraderie? What else you got?
I think so. I think everybody seemed to have a pretty good time. The event was put together really well. It seems those guys know what they're doing out there. I would hope so when they're putting their lives on the line, driving with a bunch of inexperienced people on a racetrack at 130 miles an hour.
Speak for yourself.
A lot of fun.
What did you get to drive?
I got to drive the Porsche GT3 RS.
How did you like it?
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Very fast, handled amazingly. I was very nervous on the first lap, because of the deductibles and everything, and the fact that I don't usually take turns at 60 to 70 miles an hour, and the guys tell me the whole time, trust the car, trust the car. And if I was in my F-150, I would have rolled it. So it was definitely a new experience for me. But yeah, getting up a car that fast, that might have been the fastest I've ever driven.
What trim level 911 GT? GT3?
No idea.
What about the whole event as a whole?
Oh, it was great. Like Grant said too, they were really knowledgeable, and they wanted to make sure and pound into our heads to be safe and don't be stupid out there. So I was very conscious of that the whole time, which might have ruined the experience a little bit because I was more conscious about surviving than I was actually driving something. So it was good.
How was your track day yesterday, Corey?
Outstanding.
General, what did you drive?
I drove the Mercedes AMG GTR.
What was your thoughts on that?
It was green, like my car, so it was fitting.
Is that the only reason you chose it?
No, it was fast. It was something I didn't think I'd probably really ever get a chance to drive, and it looked really good.
The event as a whole, what do you think?
It's a good time.
So how was the track yesterday, Alondra?
Oh my god, it was a blast.
What did you get to drive?
I drove the Corvette and the 911 and GT R3.
So were you able to switch what you were supposed to be driving or not?
Yeah.
So what did you?
I was supposed to drive the, what was it? The Lamborghini. But I ended up switching because it was going to be a while until I was going to be able to drive that. So I just ended up going with the 911.
Okay. And what did you think?
I really like that car.
The day as a whole, or the morning as a whole, what do you think?
I think it was good. I was excited because I love driving fast, so I wasn't nervous at all. I just couldn't wait to get on the track and go.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you think the event was pretty well organized? Did you think
I think
Extreme
so.
was good? Did you think it was good that we did it?
Yeah, I think the way it was all planned out and everything, it was good, and I'm glad we all got there pretty early and nobody was late.
Me too. Okay, Zach, what did you think about the track day yesterday?
Man, it was a bunch of fun. It was definitely something different than I've ever done. I've never gotten to go out and drive a car on a track like that, especially not something with that much power. So
How did you get to
I did the Ferrari 488 and then the new Corvette C8. So just, I mean, the Ferrari, but I mean, if you're talking price for what you get, you really can't beat the C8. I mean, obviously, I'm not a guy that can tell you the difference between those two cars, you know, in real performance stuff, but the C8 held up surprisingly well for what we threw it at it.
What did you think about the actual setup from Extreme and from us?
I think the setup from Extreme is fun. They've probably got to make some decent money doing it. The number of people they can pump through that in a short amount of time, but it's a cool experience. It's definitely something I would have never gotten to do without something like that. So I thought that was awesome. And then just the idea that we went out and did it as a group, I thought was awesome. And you know, it's very poignant to what we do, and being able to talk about those types of performance vehicles. I mean, we don't sell a ton of, you know, GT 500s, but being able to talk about those vehicles in comparison to something else is something that can help out salesmen, and just, it's a good, fun anecdote to tell.
Okay, so we actually made it. It rained a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. So we did make it. We got everyone to drive. We got a bunch of things going on. So it was awesome. Got pictures, t-shirts, the works. First off, before I say anything, if you have an extreme experience in the area, you need to go to it. You have to. It's absolutely phenomenal. The fact that they let you drive these supercars that without roll cages and all that kind of stuff, without any formal training, is awesome. They figure out real quick what your ability levels are. You can drive them slow, you can drive them fast, whatever you want to do. But you must come to see that. Next thing I do want to talk about though is, you know, going back to the appreciation of your staff. You know, the car industry is a very tough and draining industry for sure. You need to reward your staff whenever you get the opportunity. I'm not necessarily saying you have to take them to a track day, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you need to show them your appreciation and actually follow through with it and do some things as a group. And not only that, you know, we've talked many a time about team building and whatnot. This is a great time to team build. You get a lot of the guys and girls that all enjoy spending time together, and it's in a fun environment. So I would highly recommend you doing this. But then let's go back to the track. So I got to drive the McLaren, I got to drive the Ferrari, I got to drive the Lamborghini, I got to drive the Mercedes, and then also, no, I think that's it actually. Maybe there's another one in there, I can't really remember. But the fact of the matter is, you'll see them all in the video, so not a big deal. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sorry if this insults people, but there still is no car like the Lamborghini on a track. That thing just hugs the road. You can throw it around, you can get it going. That thing is just phenomenal. So one thing I will say is the Mercedes absolutely blew me away. McLaren, I liked it. It was fast. It just has a huge amount of turbo lag. So really getting on a tight course, getting up to speed is really tough. But the Huracan, hands down, I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says, that's the winner. So what I'm going to do is I want to put a link down for Extreme Experience. If there's one local to you, please hit it up. And then also, please, as usual, subscribe to my channel, comment down below. I'm going to put up a video on this side, and then also a subscription on this side and video up on this side as usual. Check those out, and I'll see you all next week.